So, guten Morgen. Ach du Scheiße. Gut, lassen wir die ganze Werbung weg. So. Vielleicht. Jo, Sonntag ist. Ja, komm, spielen wir. Gut. Wo waren wir stehen geblieben? Wir suchen noch den verschwundenen Zug, der wahrscheinlich in diesem gesprengten Bergwerk ist. Oh, ich noch zu früh. Das Deduktionssymbol.
Who fled our approach. He smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps.
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Ja, sollten wir vielleicht. Also. Mal nach Doncaster. Schauen wir mal, ob wir den Mexikaner finden. Hier kombinieren. Ach du Scheiße. Ja. Was haben wir noch? Hui. Ja. Machen wir mal weiter. So. Da ist er.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Gut. Oh mein Gott, er hat Fall.
Chile, but you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
See, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Jo. Ich sag jetzt mal was anderes wie a Telegraph. Geht doch.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
Okay. Inwieweit hilft uns das weiter? Und das wissen wir ja schon. Dann kombinieren wir halt. Mehr von dem war es jetzt. Hat er die Maschine selbst verschwinden lassen? Wenn man es doch die anderen. Nein, ich glaube nicht. Was sollen die mit der Maschine? Die interessiert die ja nicht. Wobei. Wo sollten wir den versenken? Könnte. Mann. Gut, ist die Frage. Naja. Ja. So.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Okay. Einige Zeit später.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Caramba.
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my god! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Okay, war die falsche Lösung, aber mal weiter. Das Blutbad. Na dann. Der nächste Fall.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The temperature appears to be normal. The pupil is dilated. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count. I need. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Okay.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and the tutor. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Yay. Oi. Okay.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Mm-hmm.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Da lebt er alleine. Wie sehen wir das? Na dann.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Unopened, it was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. Champagne for a special occasion.
Wie ging das? Ja. Na gut.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Some dirt or earth.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly
P
reckless to
division.
carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment. I'm in shock. I don't want to talk. It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere?
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted. The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. I will need...
Jo. Ich brauche jetzt keinen Gegenstand. Was soll ich machen?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street. His key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
So. Also ich nehme an.
The brazier is
Dass das hier die Waffe war.
The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up.
Jo, wo nehme ich das her? Jetzt noch ist einer.
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
So.
Expensive clothes, belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Please wait. I need to do something first. How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
So.
Mr. Holmes?
The steam room. Frigidarium. This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. I will need these tongs.
Mhm.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research. Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them. Archaeological findings. Old clay pot. A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Okay.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them. Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. A glass plate negative is missing.
Okay.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Na gut.
I should analyze this melted metal.
So. Mehr genug zum Analysieren erstmal.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Moment. Das war mein Wecker.
None, Lestrade.
So. Auch nichts, was uns weiterbringt.
Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and... Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality. My analysis table. It is useful for my work. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I... That is not the one I need. That is not the one... That is not the one I need.
Aber was muss ich da tun? Ich habe beim letzten Mal schon das Richtige gefunden. So, Geschichte.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I.
Holen kann man auch nicht.
That is not the one I need.
Ist hier irgendwo ein Hund?
That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not the one I need.
Keine Ahnung. Ja.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Mhm. Ja. Mal dann.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My
Wo ich jetzt
archive.
aussuchen soll
I can
wahrscheinlich.
always consult with it if needed.
Gut. Schauen wir mal, was die zu sagen haben.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was,
A cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Please escort this suspect. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
please escort this suspect for interrogation? A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
Okay.
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Okay.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Gut. Hilft uns nicht wirklich weiter. Ah, okay.
A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card. An embroidered silk handkerchief. When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself. phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Der goldene Kuli könnte interessant sein. Also.
An ordinary pencil. This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An old and rather dirty coin. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces. And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
So, der Kuli war schon mal nicht. Der Füllfederhalter. Das hilft jetzt alles nicht weiter. Oh, ist das mühsam. So. Können wir machen. Ah, die Karte fehlt noch.
A hand-drawn map.
Hm.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
So. Mit denen reden.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
Erzähl mir mehr.
How well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it.
So.
Lock.
Also. Ja. Total. Okay. Geht mir das raus?
These baths are becoming sinister.
Frigidarium.
Those don't.
It does not matter.
Nee.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Aber wie? Ah, okay. Gib mir die Baker Street. Ich hoffe, dass wir den nächsten Ort kriegen. Karte.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them.
Ah, schon wieder das. Mhm.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
Well done.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Okay.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Okay. Mhm.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Gut, da gibt's nichts mehr.
I don't need the ropes for now. Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush. Construction hooks. Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a statue of Minerva. It is a broken statue of a bull. This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
Noch Sachen. Okay. Okay.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is the gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. This is a reproduction of an ancient The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. The gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks.
Wir müssen noch darüber. Ah. Ja, er wird ein bisschen Armbrustgedöns. Und dann mal los.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here? I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Mhm. Ach, war schon gewusst. Transfer. Gut. Ja. So. Gut. Das zu dem Seil und so weiter können wir scheinbar jetzt noch nicht machen. Und dann weiter, weiter.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Sehr schön.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
Jetzt alle reingedrückt. Ne? Jetzt sollte ich gar nicht alle reindrücken.
A hidden
Ja.
symbol.
Ja.
A symbol. A hidden sign. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Ach du Scheiße.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Hier drüben. Tada. Dort ein Clownfisch im Ernst. In London. Clownfische. Brauchen die nicht Stadtwasser? Ist die offen? Oh.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson. but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery. A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
A sack of crude salt.
Gut, da bist du wieder weg. Eben.
Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull. This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
Mit.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea.
Bisschen mehr sollen.
The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
Ich muss.
This shadow seems to represent a bridge.
Sag doch, wir müssen doch zu dieser Brücke.
Resembles a bull. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Ja, jetzt wieder zurück zu dem Gedöns. Aufmerken wir.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of... Mummified bodies. We're in some type of... We cannot go any further.
Zack. Zack. Gut. Schließen wir uns wieder Armbrust drüber. Wir brauchen das Seil. An die Armbrust werden wir erst zusammenbauen müssen, nehme ich an.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
So einfach machen sie es natürlich gut.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. We should use these metal rings.
Und zum Stier. So. Jetzt zusammenbauen. Jawohl. So.
I should use. I should use the appropriate I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object. I should use the
Okay.
I should use. I should use the appropriate.
Gut. So. Ein Haken wäre noch gut. Ah, ich weiß. Ich weiß wo.
Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets.
So, wackeln noch ein bisschen mehr.
Firing a gastrophete requires a lot of practice.
Mach Sachen.
This one is ready.
Daneben. So, komm.
Firing a
Ja, ich weiß.
This one is ready. The bridge is ready. Now
So.
let's cross it.
Ui. Da wackelt nicht so viel.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
So.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Jo. Verdammt.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Ja, das muss so warm.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Ich gehe auf dann. Okay.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Ja. So, jetzt. So. Das ist glücklich. Ja, das bringt nichts.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Die Frage. So. Kapsel. Merken wir uns. Und dann nehmen wir ich verkümmere dich. Hm. Oh.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes? Look,
Yes.
it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
So. Ja, wie kommen wir?
Watson, I need your help.
Ah. der denn, der Holmes? Ach so. Okay. Genau. Ja. Okay. Und bin eingesperrt. So. So. Ja, ich glaube, der war's. Yep. Okay. Okay. Das braucht einfach mehr Leute, ne? Der kommt jetzt nicht mehr raus. Hm. Nein. Hm. Oh. Hm. Alter Vater. Ja, genau. Schauen wir. Mhm. Und der Baubild zum Seitengang oben gar nicht.
This lamp is not old. The oil.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
Ja. So.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Ja, excellent. Excellent. Ja. Verstehe. Jetzt werden wir den Gang da oben brauchen. Hoppala. Wo ist mein OBS? Da. So. Hätte ich auch von allein drauf kommen können.
I need to finish here first.
Ah. Verstehe. Wäre auch zu einfach gewesen. Oh. Mhm. Ja. Ja.
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls has already been opened.
Ta-da. So, das hätten wir.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them. I will count this piece.
Okay. Einfach mal genau. Ja.
It is a mold, and it is ready for casting. The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... The mold... Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution. Now let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson. Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph? Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph. ice cream. Ice cream in the desert? We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. Another archaeologist, most probably. Sir Rodney. Ice. Salt. The pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Super. Aber wer war der Mörder? Bitte sollten wir zu Scotland Yard und da fragen.
Please.
So.
What can you tell?
Oh, so...
Were you seeking?
I see you are an amateur. Yes. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is...
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped that... It is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
Please escort this The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Please. Perhaps you could explain...
No, there is nothing to say.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was?
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy... Oh.
Calm down, Mr. Garrett.
10 Minuten weiter. Ja, wer war's?
Locked.
Gut, dann. Ein bisschen Champagner. So. Gehen wir zurück zum intern. Schau nochmal, Advice. Na gut. Aha. Verstehe. Heißt, ja. Das ist schlau.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. Ice, salt, and then a block of ice. I have only
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
a block of ice. I have only to use my ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should an ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Deswegen war das Blut auch so wässrig. Aha. Hm.
Let us try to create... It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can... The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further.
Ja, wieso? Das Blut ist ja so extrem verdünnt gewesen. Warum kann es nicht von einem Eis durchkommen? Ist halt mal.
A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Super. Ja.
Mr. Garrow, the game is up. I see straight through you.
You see straight... What?
You have a decided talent in mind manipulation. We all believed your comedy. The medication almost tricked me, I'll admit, but all of it was fake. The hallucinations, the hysteria. Mr. Garrow, you are a dangerous psychopath and a clever murderer. The method by which you disposed of the crime weapon...
Oh my god! I killed him!
It is no use to deny it. I despise cowardice in any form.
What will you do with me?
You will be sent to a medical institute, where you will receive the best treatment to facilitate your full rehabilitation.
What the good Dr. Watson is trying to say is, life seclusion in a lunatic asylum awaits you.
I would rather be dead.
That is your choice.
Ui. Sind wir nicht mehr so nett. Und? Okay, wir haben wieder den falschen. Egal, gelöst ist gelöst. So. Das war's nochmal mit Sherlock Holmes. Eventuell streame ich gleich noch Satisfactory, aber da bin ich nicht sicher. Wenn ja, dann bis gleich.